entrepreneurship and the ability for folks to not only create jobs, but also to work a job where they could be paid a wage that they can live on, has been significantly compromised. 44% of people in our state today say that they cannot make ends meet at the end of the month. People are working harder than ever and still aren't able to pull down a wage that they can live on. We've got environmental challenges around our state because of our degradation, overgrowth and development without the appropriate levels of regulation to keep our water and our beaches and our air safe. We've got a criminal justice reform system in this state that's badly in need of reform. We've got a number of challenges, but the good news is there's frankly, there's nothing wrong with this state that can't be fixed by all that's right in this state. And we're what's right in this state. We're competing now to win back this state for the first time in a long time. And I honestly feel that we're at the precipice of being able to do that, but we've got to work hard in order to make it happen. Particularly to the Haitian community, we need a governor who respects the Haitian community, who recognizes the significant contributions that are made, not only in our educational space, but in our business space and in our cultural outlets. We need a governor who's going to stand up to President Donald Trump, who will work with the Congress and with the administration to ensure that we get TPS extended for those communities, those particularly within the Haitian community who are still in many ways dealing with, their own humanitarian issues in the aftermath of terrible storms. And so I'm looking forward to being a friend to not only Haitians here in the state of Florida, but also to the country of Haiti, where we found and form a inextricable bond between the people of our state and the people of Haiti, who need an ally, and we need an ally there. We ought to be working together, not fear-mongering, not creating divisive politics, but working together to build and to strengthen our communities.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor. I have a quick question for you. Healthcare in the Haitian community is really, really vital. What's your stance on healthcare, under this administration, and how do you see Florida moving forward on healthcare?
Well, I'll tell you, Commissioner, I think we, and you probably know this given your experience in the legislature, really missed an opportunity under the Scott administration to expand access to Medicaid. Had we voted to expand Medicaid, we would have connected about 800,000 Floridians to badly needed health care. Our hospitals have been being shortchanged by the legislature in their funding process. When I'm elected governor, our number one priority is going to be to expand Medicaid. We literally have people in this state who are terrified of getting sick. There are folks who fear that they may be a bankruptcy and an illness away from not being able to make ends meet, not being able to provide for themselves and for their family. These are issues that are close to my heart. I remember growing up having to wait for the free dental clinic to come through the neighborhood in order to have my teeth cleaned. Listen, when you know better, you do better. We know better. We know how to solve this problem in our state. The question is will we have a governor who's willing to do something about it? And I'm committing to being willing to do something about it and work with the Republicans to expand access and lower costs for all of us. Mm-hmm. That's an important priority. It's vital to the health of this state, but it's also to the viable to the economic future of the state of Florida, which is why we must do it.
Okay, Governor, this is James Leger here. You said that not only you want to be a friend of us Haitian Americans in the United States, but those back home when things happen. We have one of the situations that we have is corruption in Haiti. There's a lot of money in the country, but because of corruption, the country is not able to move forward. When you become a governor, would you be able to help the government in Haiti to bring down the corruptions in order for the country to move forward?
Well, I tell you, and this isn't an issue that is specific to Haiti. Unfortunately, there are governments all over the world where you find these issues of corrupt intentions preventing the government from doing the job that it's supposed to be doing on behalf of its people. And we've got to root that out anywhere we find it. I think one way, that we can be helpful as sister governments, as sister communities, if you will, is through exchange, through leadership development exchanges. We can learn from each other. The truth is that none of our communities do well when our elected officials aren't able to do the job and are unwilling in some cases to do the job that they're there to do. Listen, money can be a cruel, corrupting force. Corporate growth and expansion, the interests of the wealthy few connected are always a present threat and a present danger to communities being able to get what they deserve. And I think, just as here we have in the United States, various institutes, the Aspen Institute, the Kennedy Center, and Massachusetts, there are a number of institutions that work together to, I believe, address what are really important issues of consideration around making government work better and creating accountability in government. When we do that, our communities are better, our countries are stronger, and the people are actually served in those instances.
Mayor, one question that I do have, because we have so many Haitians in Palm Beach County that, they send their kids to the public school system. Can you tell us what's your commitment to education for Floridians?
Yeah, I'm a full product of the public education system. I am so incredibly thankful for my teachers who poured into me and supported me and encouraged me and pushed me past my limits to become the first of my 6 siblings to graduate from high school and the first to graduate from college. We know well the importance and the impact that our educational system can have on a child's life trajectory. Over 90% of our kids are still publicly educated in our school systems. We've got to ensure that we resource our educational system. Last year, I think the per pupil increase in spending was about 43 cents per pupil. We spent about $7,500 in this state to educate a kid and nearly $45,000 a year to incarcerate one. There's something wrong with those priorities. We have got to reinvest in our public system. My vision is that we pay teachers a wage that they can live on, that we ensure that we offer high-quality early learning to our kids, and finally, that we reintroduce back into our education system. For folks who are intent on going to college and are prepared for that, we want them to go, and we want them to be wildly successful. I know that education is a premium in the Haitian community and highly and strongly encouraged. We want folks to be able to go to college. But for those who don't, who may not be cut out for it, who may not be interested, we want to equip our students with apprenticeships and trade programs, woodwork, shop, mechanical, electrical, technical skills training that allow them to get a skill that they can monetize, go to work, and get a good job. We can't ignore that part of our population. Those students, roughly half of them, who are in bad need of skilled supports training, and unfortunately, we have ignored that need, choosing instead a regime of high stakes testing, which don't tell us what our kids know, but tell us how well they take a test. We've got to reform this system. I'm looking forward to reinvesting back in the public education system and strengthening education for all of our kids.
Mr. Mayor, you strongly believe in giving second chance and restoring rights.
Yes.
Why is that you so believe in giving second chances?
Well, listen, I mean, Florida is one of 4 states that permanently prevent individuals who have earned a felony record from voting. One of 4. We're 4 in 50 states that do that. Listen, I think if you do the crime, you got to do the time. But once you've repaid your debt to society, I believe you ought to be able to re-enter society, have your right to vote, and importantly, have your right to work. In my city, the city of Tallahassee, under my leadership, we banned the box. We don't ask about your criminal background history when you apply for a job in my government unless answering yes is a disqualifier for the position. If it is not, we're going to measure you on your merits. Are you qualified? Can you do the work? Will you make a good employee? And if the answer is yes, then welcome aboard. And what we've learned is that these individuals are some of the hardest working people we have within our government. because they know what it means to be without. They know what it means to suffer under the weight of poverty and under the stigma of being a criminal. They want to break loose from that, and they want to be an example for themselves and for their community that you can have grace and recover yourself. I believe in second chances, and I don't believe that we can say with one tone that you ought to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and then erect every barrier imaginable that keeps people from being able to do just that. We can do better, and we can keep our communities safer in the process, but also give people agency over themselves and the dignity that comes with work. That's how you build whole states, whole communities, whole neighborhoods, whole families, is by offering people an opportunity to redeem themselves and re-enter society.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, that time is almost up, but I cannot end this interview without asking you this question. I know it's hard in politics. I know when it comes to immigrants, when it comes to policies, immigrations, it's a hard topic for candidates, especially for the Democrats. But I mean, being Haitian Americans, being an immigrant, and we're facing this issue with TPS. I mean, what is your positions on TPS? Do you think it should renew? Do you think we should still have it until Haiti's better? What is your positions on this?
Yeah, we should absolutely have extended TPS for the Haitian community. The extension that President Trump made was one of the shortest in U.S. history. I mean, it defies U.S. humanitarian policy of over centuries. And what I think as governor, while some may consider the issue of immigration hard, I don't. I think we need comprehensive immigration reform in this country. I think we should have gotten that from our members of Congress, and I believe that they failed to deliver on that promise. And now you've got folks who are literally sitting here in legal limbo because our leaders have failed to act on what is a clear and present concern for far too many of us. As governor of the state of Florida is going to be a state where we respect all of its people, where we build a state where we don't divide people based off the language they speak, the religion they may or may not hold, the color of their skin, the communities or the side of track they grow up on. That's not my vision for the state of Florida. We're going to be a safe community. We're going to be a community of laws, and we're also going to be a community of compassion, and they are not mutually exclusive. I want to thank y'all again for the opportunity to speak with you. I want to humbly ask for the vote of your listeners. I want to be your governor too, and together we can build the kind of state that is deserving of all of us and deserving of the talent of our children. I believe that we can do this thing, but we got to get out and vote. Election day is today. Election day is today and for the next 7 days. And if we want to be respected, if we want to be heard, we got to get out there and let our voices be heard by voting.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It was a pleasure to have you on my show.
My privilege to join you. Thanks so much, everybody, and God bless.
Okay, thank you. All right. Nous t'avons parlé avec Mayor Andrew Gillum, qui lui-même qui pour gouverneur. Donc, l'important, j'aime toujours dire communauté haïtienne, l'important pour que nous parlions avec politiciens, parce que nous besoin yo connaît que nous là. Et c'est sûr que gouverneur, si Andrew Gillum vient gouverneur, le gouverneur et commissionnaire pas jamais oublier qu'il te fait interview dans radio haïtien, qu'il pas jamais oublier commissionnaire Mac Bernat endossé, il pas jamais oublier docteur Judy t'es avec lui. Donc ça est important. L'important moi en tant que média, moi essayer reach out to pour mon républicain autour parce que l'important pour nous faire ça. Ça fait que nous menons tout le monde là parce que nous devons connaître que nous-mêmes nous avons une communauté.
Well, James, we have 7 days until election. Nous avons 7 jours et pour l'élection et Mayor Andrew Gillum l'a dit comme ça et vote dans ce courrier là la fête. Et early vote nous avons 14 sites dans Palm Beach County qui sont capables de voter bonheur. Et raison pour moun voter bonheur, c'est parce que au pas jamais connaît dans jour élection, c'est la fait la pluie et nous connaît moi gain perm si fait la pluie et pas pas le sortir.
On go wig, on go permanent. OK permanent.
Et pas qu'on chante qui dit permanent. So nous connaît gain moun qui si la fait la pluie mardi 6 novembre et gen moun ki gen droit pas voter. Et plus gen moun ki gen droit oublier voter. Et gen moun ki gen bulletin absentee ballot là dans mail. So ça nous te vle faire nous vle pour sou gen bulletin mel li by supervisor election et pote le bayo ou bien drop it off. Et plus nous gen all those sites que capable voter. Nous gen sou ete dans Boynton Beach, nous gen Easel Community Center dans Seacrest là. Sou ete dans Revere Beach dans West Palm Beach là. Et nous gen supervisor election qui dans Southern and Military Trail. Et sou ete east dans Revere Beach ou gen dans Wells Recreational Center, moun ki ete dans Lake Park yo. Et nous connaissons un pile voix qu'a fait connaître la note pour tout le monde et pour voter.
OK. Nous avons en ligne dans Burns et puis avant que nous parlions avec Burns, nous saluer Dr. Judy qui est là. Bonjour.
Good morning. Oh non, bonjour, je ne sais pas dire good morning. Bonjour tout le monde. Comme commissionnaire a dit, commissionnaire et mayor a dit que jeudi, élection c'est jeudi. Mais il y a un bagage qui est très important pour nous faire mon songer, c'est que nous avons pile monde qui a retourné bulletin et qui a retourné sans signer. So make sure avant que nous retournions bulletin que nous prenons temps nous pour nous signer bulletin parce que nous avons pile monde à voter, en pile